Hey there, I'm Sarah, a New York local. I normally do videos about things you should do in New York, places you should see, stuff like that, but today I actually wanted to dive into a different category of things you shouldn't do when you're here in New York. There are tons of them and tourists make the biggest mistakes, so I just want to save you from, embarrassing yourself in New York in the nicest way possible. Let's dive into some of the things you shouldn't do when you're here visiting New York City. At the top of the subway stairs when you get off to figure out where you're located. I've totally been guilty of this one before. Sometimes you get to the top and you're like, oh my god, where am I? What direction do I go in? But the problem is that there's a lot of people behind you and then they can't move and then people get mad because we're New Yorkers. So instead, just step to the side and then figure out where you're going. That's it. So simple. I hate to break it to you, but there are sadly tons of tourist traps here in New York City, so don't fall for any of those things. I have a whole video about all the tourist traps that you should avoid. Check that out, it's linked below. Please don't forget to tip your waiter. Here, waiters depend on tips. New York City is an expensive city to live in, so they really appreciate it when you leave a 15 to 20% tip. That is the normal. Anything less than that normally means that their service wasn't very good. So if you like their service, 15 to 20%, please. Please don't eat at a chain restaurant while you're here. There are so many great local restaurants here in New York that there's no reason that you should ever go to a chain restaurant. Most of the chain restaurants are located here in Times Square, which is a giant tourist trap. If you're looking for a great restaurant to go to, head over to Yelp and look for any restaurant that has over 4 stars, or you can watch my video on best restaurants in New York City. I highlight some of my favorites in the city. These ones are all fantastic, but there's also tons of really fantastic restaurants in New York, so you can't really go wrong. Don't make eye contact with strangers. I know this may sound weird. It's not that we're trying to be rude or ew, who are you? It's just, that's the way it is here. No one makes eye contact, so when you do, it's really uncomfortable and they're like, oh. And I'm not talking about quick. I'm talking about extended. Don't do that, please. It really creeps us out. When you're walking on the streets, don't stop in the middle of the sidewalk to look at something on your phone. It's really annoying. Instead, just step to the side and let the people pass. We will really appreciate it. Don't get on an empty subway train during rush hour. I know it may seem very enticing because all the others are packed, but trust me, there's a reason why it's empty. Most likely because there's a really horrible smell inside. So just avoid that and just get in the crowded one. When you're on the subway, please just bring headphones to listen to your music. I know you love your music, but people around you don't want to hear it. It's so annoying when people blast it. Just use headphones. Thank you so much. Please do not wear a I Love New York shirt while you're here. That is the biggest sign you're a tourist, probably. No locals ever wear that. New Yorkers are known for walking fast, so please don't walk at a very slow, leisurely pace while you're walking here in the city, especially on a busy street. Walk just as fast as we are. Just please walk faster than this. Do not walk in a bike lane. I'm in a bike lane right now, and bikers just hate it when you're here. This guy, see, he has to go around me, very inconvenient. As a normal person, just walk on the sidewalk. Look, so much space. The bottom line is there's not that much room in the city for bikers because of the traffic and the foot traffic. So this is their place, and this is our place. We have a street here in New York that's spelled like this. Now, if you're from Texas, you might say, hey, that's Houston. Well, yeah, yeah, you're right, in Texas it is Houston, but here in New York we pronounce it Houston. And the way that we know that you're not from New York is when you say, hey, how do we get to Houston Street? No, we always call it Houston Street, so make sure you pronounce it Houston, Houston, Houston. Got that? Houston Street. You can do it. I believe in you. So I hope that video helped you guys get a bit of an understanding on what you should and should not do when you're in New York. I have tons of other videos on things you should do or see or eat in New York City. So head over to those to get a deeper understanding of the city. And if you like this video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Sarah Funky, and I'll see you next time.